Let's fucking go. Guys, 2 minutes late, deliberately late, I'd like to add. How's everyone doing tonight? It's Patrick, Chaise, Joel, and Troy made it literally as the intro was playing. So
Troy, nice of you to show up. We were
thanks, Troy.
Out waiting on.
Seriously,
like I thought I was late.
Yeah,
like,
I'm trying to make Chase look good.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Somebody needs to. I mean, I do regularly get told that Chaise is the pretty one on the podcast, so I don't think anybody needs to make him look good. But you know, it's fine. Anyway, welcome to episode 9. ChatGPT decided the name of this title, or the title of today's podcast, was "Unraveling the Mysteries of Ball Python Breeding" with Joel.
Nice. Okay.
I don't know if we're actually going to unravel any mysteries, but fuck it, we'll see how this turns out.
Yeah,
so
I read the title and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I wonder what we're going to talk
about." Who knows? We never really know. So yeah, one more episode and we're to double these guys.
Prepare our guests.
Oh, absolutely.
Fair.
Yeah, it's fair. Chase, how was your week?
Oh man, it was good. Staying busy. Last, couple clutches kind of laying for the season, because for us, we'll stop tracking clutches if they're not going to hatch within the year. So by October 31st, after that, we'll start counting clutches for 2024.
I really like the humble brag where he's like, Kinova hatches so many clutches that we got to start transferring them over to the next year. No big deal.
It would be ridiculous.
Just doesn't really care.
Otherwise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Troy, how's your week been?
That's great.
Okay, your audio is on point right now.
Good.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay. All right. So things are going well.
Wait, is my audio screwy?
I would argue that it's...
Wait, is my audio bad?
Well, let's put it this way. I hear your voice, and then I see your face move, and then I see your face move, and then I hear your voice like 12 seconds later.
It's not great.
All right, I'm probably getting out of this and coming back in, so I'll let you know.
I miss you already. This is good. This is how you know we're professionals. This is how we've made it so long in the podcasting game right here. There we go. And then we split Joel right in half. Hi, Joel. How do you feel being on here? Is this good for you?
Yeah, this is great. This is great. This is exactly what I needed right now.
Perfect. A moderately professional, out of control with all the chaos. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay,
your
good.
audio is fantastic. I will say that might work great right now. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Thanks, bud. How's your week going, man?
Good, dude. Yeah, it's been busy. Just it's always so much going on, right? Life is just exhausting.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
So,
100%.
But yeah, it's been good.
Nice, man.
I just got bought a Euromastic. So
okay.
For that, yeah.
Troy, I feel like
Philippi.
Oh,
I don't know.
I got nothing. I'm a dumb ball python breeder.
I love your mastic.
Yeah, they're so cool, man.
Yeah,
they're cool. I had an ornate like a couple years ago. It was like the coolest lizard. Like, you walk up to the cage and it like runs up to the cage and it's like, what's up? It's like, it's always like trying to see what's going on. You like, I don't know, they eat lettuce and like everything basically my bird eats, the lizard eats. So it's like
nice. Nice. So is this your first Euromastic?
This would be I had one a few years ago. I had it for like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And it went into, I don't know what like the technical term is, brumation is what I'm going to call it.
Sure.
And then she just never came out. So I don't know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, probably some kind of error on my part, I'm sure.
Oh,
but
dude, that's rough.
I also don't know how old she was. Like, she was, and odds are she was an import. Like,
sure. That was something that always scared me. So I have a pair of hognose, and this was the first year I actually brumated them. And it was absolutely terrifying to shove them in a fridge that's 50 degrees. And I'm like, well, I know what happens to a ball python if I do this. I just don't feel comfortable doing this with a snake.
Doesn't seem right.
No, it really feels uncomfortable, right? And then you're like, oh, but they're native to Virginia here, and it gets into the teens during the winter and they survive. So like clearly, they can deal with some of this shit. But yeah, it
yeah, right. And they did. It worked probably, right?
Right. Yeah, they survived. I got a clutch. Life was good, but still you're just like, oh, I'm putting snakes in a refrigerator.
It seems odd. Counterintuitive.
Right. Troy, Are we functional? Can you hear us?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
So
Troy, the internet's not working with you tonight, man.
Can you hear me?
I
delayed, but yeah.
Is it still bad?
It's not great, but it's not terrible.
Nothing's perfect.
That's true. Sorry, I can't be perfect.
Yeah.
Just too late.
Incredible song.
Troy, I'm sorry. Funny face.
Yeah.
Sweet
Troy,
man.
you
All right,
look
Joel.
fantastic.
It doesn't. I no longer have fun when it's like this.
Well,
Hmm.
we're gonna have to figure this
How
out.
do we reverse that for you?
Yeah. What do we do to
How
fix
do we
this?
fix that?
Hmm.
Do you need Lisa to
Wait,
give you a
let me
lap
try one more
dance?
thing. See you later.
Bye. Okay.
Oh, split.
Okay, let's just assume
Troy's
Troy's not
gone.
going to hang out with us the whole time tonight.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
Yeah,
Joel,
thank you.
so you've got your mastics now. Do you have a bunch of stuff kind of besides ball pythons, or mainly just ball pythons and a couple pets?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, mainly ball pythons, but I have 3 retics and a boa as well.
Oh, nice.
I mean, also the macaw. That thing is so much work that it is worth mentioning.
It, my
You
my
know.
aunt had one and she said it was like having a toddler, like just its whole
Yeah.
life. It was exhausting.
I've never had a toddler, so it's hard for me to
Okay.
make the comparison.
Sure.
I can't imagine, like, obviously kids are more difficult, right? Like kids.
No, it's okay.
have to-
This is a reptile
they
and
have to
animal
be.
podcast. We can say
Yeah.
kids are not more difficult.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I mean, odds are, right? But that bird, it's unreal. It's unreal. You know, it's not like he's like difficult to like be around necessarily. It's just like he is a every single day for the rest of my life commitment. And if I don't, then his quality of life, like, you know, you like all these birds like pull their feathers, they get super stressed out.
Yeah.
Like these birds aren't really supposed to be in captivity. So if you're not gonna like commit the time to them,
Yeah.
then you know you just don't need one, right? And so because I am committed to this freaking animal, he just takes up a lot of time. Like
I
you
love
know,
the
he just takes up-
enthusiasm.
yeah.
It's like I hear your soul dying as you since I've committed to this animal.
We say the
Yeah.
same thing about Troy all the time in our
That's
That's
true.
right. It's so similar, right? Like Troy brings a lot of value, but you know, it's fun, right?
Hey Troy,
He's back.
can you hear
I-
us?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
Well, hey Troy, how's your week been?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, that's not true. It does matter.
I'm like one step from walking in front of a bus, man. So we'll just keep it at that.
Oh no.
It was
Okay.
a good week.
So
I am here tonight to purely ask Joel like 5 or 6 of the best questions I could come up with.
Did you pregame these questions or are these off the top of your head?
Dang, dude.
I prepared.
Oh, perfect. In that case, let's roll into the first segment. Off track with Troy.
There needs to be like a soundtrack. All right, hi Joel. I would prefer if I was staring at your extremely pretty woman.
Oh.
Yeah, I was waiting for you.
Yeah, she's like a 12 out of 10, and you're like a 4.
She almost did it for me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I dated up for sure.
Yeah.
But you know, some people get lucky, you know. So
Yeah, she is
rather
very,
be
very
lucky.
lovely.
So,
Yeah, she's good
she's-
stuff.
she's much better than me too, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, I still love you. I just would love her more.
Hey, I appreciate it.
All right, ready for all these?
I'm always.
All right,
I'm glad
man.
you are. I'm anticipating hearing them as well.
We're always worried.
It's good stuff. Joel, would the 6th grade version of you be happy with the version of you?
Whoa.
Oh man, yeah, delicate question, right? Who knows? It's hard for me to know. I don't even know if the 28-year-old version of me would be happy with me right now. So 6, tough, but I would say, you know, like I have a ton of animals, and that's all that I've ever really like. The only thing that's been consistent in my life that I can remember long enough is that like animals are the coolest thing, right? So I don't think it'd be incredibly disappointed, you know. Have a ton of snakes, so that's pretty cool, you know.
All right.
Basically, yeah. I think we 50-50, but maybe 51-50. Happy not, you know.
I don't think 5150 adds up in that. I think you meant.
I'm, I'm not a
think that-
well,
mathematician,
it-
but that
I'm not a
math seems
mathematician,
wrong.
but
It works
It's on an A
60%
plus.
of the
Is that
time,
an A plus
all the
system?
time.
yeah, the A
like-
plus system.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get over a 4.0 on it.
Yes. All right. That's perfect. All right. When people
Lots of
meet
numbers
you,
there.
when people meet you, what's a question that you wish they would ask you?
That's a good question. I have no idea. Yeah. What do I wish they would ask me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, probably for the most part, just how are you doing? Really?
Oh.
I mean, do I really want to deal with like every time I meet someone, they ask me this like thought-provoking question? You know what I mean? Like, how you doing is a pretty good start. And then
Okay.
we'll see where conversation goes, right?
All right. Yeah. That's pretty good. You're nailing these so far. That's good. If you knew you weren't going to fail, what's something you would try?
Find life on another planet.
Oh. I'm gonna be
Do you
honest.
Alright.
think I'm gonna
All of the
fail?
answers.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
like,
what
and
I
I
thought
like
we were going.
quick answers too.
Yeah, he got there quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like is like space travel like something you daydream about?
I don't know, not really. Time. I like time. Like time, gravity, space is kind of cool. But I mean, just how crazy would it be? Like, it seems so improbable that existence isn't somewhere else in the universe, but we don't really know. So because of that, we don't know. So we like finding that.
What if the life you found
People
though
would write
was
books about you.
your,
You know, like
what if the life you found though was like the virus that ended humankind?
they would still write books about you.
Okay.
All right.
Well
good
played,
stuff.
traveling
Yeah.
salesman. Well played.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you feel something like what is something in your life that you feel holds you back from really being where you want to be?
Oh, laziness, utter laziness just grips me. I just love doing nothing too much. It's the best. You know, doing nothing is just so nice to just sit and relax and do nothing. Ooh, I'm addicted to it. So I really
All
put
right.
things off, you know.
Yeah, nice. All right. If right now the good Lord or whoever you believe in comes down and says, "Listen, you can either lose every memory you've ever had, or you go forth without ever being able to make a new memory," what do you go with?
Yeah. So many ramifications with having no memory of previous. Like, do I know how to walk? Can I breathe? Can I eat? Like, are those part of my memories that is erased?
I think you get to function.
Okay. I just
like
don't have like personal memories.
I like how intense Joel is actually taking these. Like he's going deep on something. Like I now
I like
once
it.
again, yeah, this is thank you, Joel. Thank you for making this
Yeah, you know.
serious. Finally, a
Mhm.
guest that gets
doing
it.
my part here. Doing my part.
Mhm.
I don't know. Yeah, you know, it would be more fun, I think, to make new memories than old ones. You live in the present and the sort of the future, right? When you're living in the past, it's kind of lame.
Yeah.
Real fast, somebody said the response to what's holding you back. They thought you were going to say your bird.
Yeah, it's close. Hey, I tell you what, if I had an extra 2.5 hours every day that were like super functional,
Yeah,
it would benefit me greatly for sure. But you know, I'm learning to work around him. He's gotten a lot
Yeah.
better. We finally like moved into a new house, and like I have him out in the snake room now. He's not in the house anymore, and
Yeah.
I like bring him in the mornings, and it's way better having him here. And like we have like pretty open area upstairs, so it's like he can fly around and like
nice.
be an idiot. So like I can do like like computer stuff in the morning with him. It's just still like he's difficult. He's loud. He gets scared easy. You know. I don't know.
really does sound like a toddler.
Yeah, his beak is pretty severe. He doesn't bite me anymore, really, but like every once in a while, like birds are mean. Like they're just mean by nature. They are dinosaurs. Like when you get a bird, you realize how mean they are. Like they are just, they're not like intentional, but like they treat you like they would treat another bird, whereas a dog does not treat you like it treats another dog for the most part. Like my dog bites our other dog way harder playing than ever she would me, but like a bird treats me literally like I'm another bird, like stop, like I don't like that right now, and then like they like bite. Like
we have an African gray, Joel, so I get what you're going through here.
Right. And African grays are tough too because they're extremely smart, right? So I don't know.
I always like you have a bird.
Yeah, we have an African gray. It's 22 years old.
Have you had it?
We bought it.
Yeah, how
We
long have
bought
you had
it we bought it in Texas at a pet expo, and drove home and had to stop every couple hours to hand feed it. So we bought it,
Wow.
it and its sister, and so yeah. You
have two?
Fun stuff. No, we actually sold both of them, and about 2 years later, we got Tatiana, our bird, back from the people that bought it, and we've had it ever since again. So, yeah.
How long did you have two? My question is leading to: do you think two's easier than one?
Well, we didn't. We had the two of them together for a short time, and basically both sold very quickly. And then the second one went to good friends of ours. So like, we saw that bird. They've now don't have that bird anymore. But the one that we sold to the other lady, like I said, about 2 years later, it came back to us. So.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. Still, you've had the bird. Basically, it's
20. Yeah, basically 20. I mean, we've had it for 20 years, probably.
Wow.
Pretty damn close. So yeah.
And they live what, like 40, 50 years?
1,000 years.
Well, that's how I feel about my tortoises.
They're like a tortoise, man. They African grays can live quite long.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the record macaw was like 102 or something like that.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is. So
like trust birds, like they go in like your will.
I was about to say, is it the same thing? So like for us, like we have our tortoises willed to a zoo here in Richmond. My wife fortunately works for one of the owners there, right? And so
that's cool.
So we have the tortoises willed to the zoo. Is that like what y'all do with the parrots? Is y'all have them willed to a specific person, or
we joke that they're really Michael's tortoise, because we have tortoises as well, right? So we always tell people that they're Michael's tortoise and Michael's bird, right? Because they're gonna outlive us.
I got you.
Right. Yeah. Somebody will cross that road for me, probably. That's where I'm at.
That's future Joel's problem, not current Joel.
And I might not even be able to remember. So,
there you go. Well, you're not going to remember it because you only have new memories, right? Not old ones, apparently.
So maybe I've already done it. I don't know.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, you get to forget the bird. Yeah. My last question, Joel, is one that I've asked a lot of people, man. But who would you have dinner with? Dead or alive, famous, not famous, friend, family, relative? Like, who's somebody you would have dinner with if you could?
Like Ramses, or like a pharaoh from Egypt's King Tut. Man, ooh, could you imagine that conversation?
Can we elaborate a little bit on that?
What would be your first question to King Tut? Like, what would you ask him?
I mean,
hey Tut, how about that butt?
Yeah, right. Like first question. I don't know. Yeah. How are you? Right. Start with how are you?
Yeah, we start with how are you, and we see how it goes.
Yeah. I think I would skip it would skip pretty quickly to like, hey man, how are those pyramids built?
Yeah, come on.
Aliens.
That's where it's going.
Aliens.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude. All right. So I'm from the future, and I've seen some things, and this is crazy. Like, what happened here? That is nuts. Those pyramids are crazy. I mean, humans can do. I'm pretty confident, like almost like anything, but it is pretty crazy. But Egyptians didn't have iPads and the internet and social media and snakes to collect and stuff like that, so different things to do. They're bored, right? So no.
So they built pyramids. Are you saying
Yeah,
if we
they built
didn't have,
pyramids,
oh wait, hold on. Are we saying that if Steve Jobs never existed, we would have
we
more
would probably
pyramids?
still be, yeah. I mean, there's probably a few more things that wouldn't have to have existed for us to be at a stage of pyramids still than
Oh,
Steve
okay.
Jobs, but yeah, right. Maybe we'd be more productive in other areas, right? Because we wouldn't be, 2.5 hours on your phone a day or whatever.
Yeah, but think of all the boredom you'd have on airplanes when you couldn't watch movies on your iPad. I mean,
Oh,
guys,
I'm not saying I want this reality.
I just feel like what you're saying right now is I'd rather pyramids over iPads, and I just morally I think you're wrong.
No, I'm saying that, maybe they had more time on their hands, so they could do more, I guess.
I would much rather, I'm going to go against you, Patrick. I would much rather have lived in the time of pyramids, as long as I wasn't like one of the slave, pyramid builders or something.
98.
Yeah,
A
as long as I was like some
98%
type of like
chance.
royalty. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Troy only wants to
if
go
I
back
can-
in the past if he's royal.
As a
Troy's like, if I'm allowed
wants to
to,
be King Tut. Got it.
Yeah.
Me too.
And like,
actually.
I could be like, if I could be like
That-
King Tut's brother.
yeah,
Oh,
okay,
so
that's
I just
fair.
want to go back where
That's
there's
fair.
zero hardship for me. I really just want to go back.
Yes.
To the completely easy.
Oh, that's my favorite.
but I'm still probably going to die at the age of 32 from some random disease.
Absolutely.
It's
But
definitely
it's
not
an
going to be
imagine-
diabetes.
No, it's
No,
not.
much
it's
more
not.
likely starvation, but it's fine.
Yeah,
Things were great back then.
Yeah,
They
were pretty
It-
good for the royalty, though.
Well, sure, until
They were
they
probably
pissed off the
too
wrong
old.
person or somebody,
Yeah,
got
it was
conquered,
rare to be old.
Yeah.
Right? Rare to
Yeah.
be old. Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know. Pharaoh for sure. Some kind of, I don't know them all. Or really
KG's
well.
like, did I hear slave?
your pharaoh
No,
name would
KG.
be?
I saw KG's comment.
No, KG, we specifically avoided saying that phrase. Okay,
Troy didn't, though, of course.
touche.
Way different time period, KG. Don't get me started.
Oh God, not today. We are not getting canceled today. All right,
What can you do?
Troy, was that all of your questions?
I think I'm done with off track Troy segment for the
Okay,
evening.
yeah.
All right, well, then
That was
I want to
good.
get into on track of like basic ball python because Joel, I saw a bongo puzzle on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a sick looking animal. Did you produce that?
Yeah.
Dude,
We
that was-
did. We
that
got
was
lucky.
super nice, man.
Yeah, got super lucky. It was a weird clutch. It was a dual sire clutch with another male, believe it or not. And
I think that's
the
normally how
whole-
dual sire clutches work. I just
Yeah.
want to throw it out there. It's
I
pretty
wasn't
rare
going
to
to
have
say
another-
anything.
It's pretty rare to have another female involved.
that's why I enunciated that. Okay. Yeah, it was a hypo white lace though.
Okay.
And then OD pastel bongo. It was het puzzle. And the whole clutch was lace besides the one snake, and it was the bongo puzzle. So that was it was
Nice.
best case scenario, really, for me.
Yeah.
Male or
Right.
female?
Male, thank God.
Okay,
Yeah. Right.
there you go.
Finally. Yeah. I have had such a tough time getting males. I feel like my females have been stronger than the majority of my collection forever. And so it's been I don't know. So I'm glad I finally am starting to get some more innovative, I guess, males in the picture
Yeah.
to kind of push projects a little
So-
quicker.
I know you do a lot of clown pipe stuff. Do you have some crazy males, or we struggled for years hitting really nice females, but I couldn't hit a male to save my life. Did you run into the same
Right.
boat?
Yeah, I have no visual clown pied males.
Isn't that crazy, man?
And I have probably 70% of the group of animals I have has something to do with clown pied, and I have no visual clown pied male. But I have 6 clown pied females, and so
Yeah.
it's whatever. Right. That's just
Dude, I felt that pain a couple years ago where I probably had 10 clutches desperately trying to hit a really nice clown pied male to hold back, and nothing but females. And don't get me wrong, it was nice hatching them, and some were sold and
sure.
blah blah blah. But It's really frustrating, like just crushing the odds, and then it's all females, and you're like, I hate everything about this, but I'm so happy at the same time.
Right. Like, yeah, this is super cool. Like, obviously, like it's cool later. Like, this year I hope is going to be like finally where it's like, oh, okay, things are starting to be realized, like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know, but with those males, like, growing him up, and then I have the GHI Mojave puzzle,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a male, and he's insane. Like, he's the coolest puzzle I think I've ever seen. Like, I'm extremely biased, but like,
It looks very
it's so legit.
different. It looks very different than I honestly expected, because it's like,
For sure.
right, it's the GHI Mojave, right, where it's just gray on the
Yeah.
sides, and then the stripe though is like
Right.
fucked by the puzzle stuff. It was actually pretty cool. Like,
Right.
it's not what I
It gave
expected.
dimension to the stripe
Yeah.
that like that
Right.
combo usually has. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like, I'm just excited to work on that platform, So
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know. Hopefully,
Yeah, it'll be
this year he'll finally be breeding. So it's like,
Nice.
finally he's ready.
How many clutches do you normally do a year?
This was my biggest year.
Okay.
We had 10 clutches.
Oh, man, you are just pumping them out. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I am flooding the market. Okay.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Great. Puzzle prices are going down, guys. God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I produced one puzzle this year, so it's just like that figures, but it was a cool puzzle. So that's.
I mean, that's all that matters, right? Is hatching out cool stuff.
Yeah, right.
Does it count if I hatched a puzzle but it was dead in the egg?
I don't know. I hatched a rainbow that died.
Did it really hatch then?
6 or 7 days after, and I don't really count it.
Yeah. All right.
Like, I don't know, man. Tricky. I'll give you like partial credit on the A+ system. That's probably like a C-.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, that's better than any other grade I got.
You're ahead of the curve because you can produce them, right?
Yeah.
But you just didn't really yet. But you know how to,
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah. That's pretty fair.
I like how we're giving what I feel like are a lot of points, though, to that you can produce them. When I would argue you have the ability to produce them, not you can produce them. The evidence indicates he can't produce them.
I completely agree with the change in wording.
Joel, what time did your wife come on the episode?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. She might be on later. It's hard to say.
I hope so.
Troy,
Hey,
why?
Wait. Oh, go ahead, Patrick.
No, why do we always do this? I mean, I love it, but why?
I don't know.
It's just
'Cause
okay.
There's something wrong with me. I was going to ask a serious question to my friend Joel.
One.
Joel and Adam had a podcast. Had a podcast. I don't really know what to say.
Yeah. Had a podcast. I would say had.
Okay, let's go with had, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And so my question is this: in hindsight, what would you tell us three idiots to do to keep this thing going?
Get rid of Troy.
Please.
I mean, it's not an irrational thought, for sure. But no, I don't know. I mean, it gets extremely repetitive, I guess, to an extent, because for you three, you're doing the same thing all the time. And then now it's like back to my bird analogy. Now you're sacrificing all this time consistently for it. And that just can kind of get difficult. So I feel like some of the stuff like Adam and I struggle with is we were like kind of just, I think we were unrealistic on our personal goals for why we started the channel. And I think we started chasing like, there's a ton of interview, like podcast style shows out there now. And to be competitive on a social media platform, you have to post all the time, right?
Oh yeah.
And so when that just like for Adam and I, that type of work is annoying, I guess. So I think if we were more realistic on just doing a show maybe once a month, we'd probably still be doing it, I think, because it was a really good time. Really enjoyed it. We've talked about like bringing it back all the time. Adam's like MIA from the snake scene. He got like really into like purebred dogs. Like they're doing like dog shows and they're like traveling for them.
Okay.
So that's been taking a lot of his time. So, you know, but he still has all his animals, you know, he's still doing all the same stuff, I guess, just, you know, not really, I feel like public, I guess, like on social media. But,
Yeah.
you know, it was a ton of fun. Like this was really cool. And it was like, for me, you know, when we first started, like, you know, like I would have never talked to half the people I got to talk to, you know, unless I had it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that was huge, you know, for me, like, cause, you know, you know, our biggest year is 10 clutches, you know, it's not like I'm a big breeder necessarily. Right. So like, I'm never at shows, you know, consistently. So like meeting people's, you know, not necessarily difficult with like social media, but like
Yeah.
meeting people like this is like way different, you know, like getting on here and like having a conversation about snakes and like all the stuff you're into. That's cool. You know, so it was a cool time, but you know,
Yeah.
burned out basically.
Yeah, I think that's what kind of led us here, though, is that through the week, pretty much every single week, we're calling each other anyways and just
Right.
talking snakes, market, breeding, everything. So we kind of decided, like, why don't we just do what we would normally do, but get a bunch
sure.
of other people involved and be able just to have normal conversations and not. I mean, we definitely don't do the normal, you know, podcast kind of reptile podcast where we don't just
Right.
talk about basic things and you know, we
What are you talking about? That's segment 3.
We just like to make it a hangout, pretty much, where we can talk, get to know people that you know we like more, and just kind of bring them in and chat with them how we
Yeah.
normally talk to each other through the week. So
Yeah,
it's, I
I think
mean,
that's gonna
time
be
wise, it's nothing
fundamental.
crazy, kind of difficult out of what we would normally be talking about to each other.
Yeah, you're already doing it. Right. Exactly. And that's, you know, that's like, I think the sweet spot, right?
Yeah,
Because you're already, you know, joy is the purpose, right? Joy is kind of the purpose for everything. So if, I mean, you know, if there's no joy in it, why do it? So
yeah,
I don't know, you know, so it works, right? So that's, you know, I don't know. I'm excited for your guys' show. This is, you know, been good. I went and watched a bunch of episodes, got some stuff listening in the background. I was doing stuff,
yeah.
just the worst monotonous work, and then I just have this going on in the background, just making things
Were
worse.
you at some
Joy starts
point, were you
talking.
like, after listening to the episodes, were you like, what did I get myself into?
Ooh.
I'm always, this is easy. I don't have to worry about this. This is easy. I could come in here and talk with anybody about snakes, I feel like.
Yeah, wait till I get to interview your wife here in a few minutes.
Oh my god.
We're all going to be uncomfortable then, but I'm looking forward to it.
My wife is like 6 feet away. I promise I'll be really behaved.
Yeah.
If
That
there's,
has no determination.
yeah, I was going to say, if there's one thing that I am certain of in life, it's that Lisa's presence will not stop Troy from making comments.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah,
He's
that
like,
makes sense.
yeah, you know, you're not wrong.
Hey man,
Mhm.
live your truth. Live your truth. All right.
There you
Yeah.
go, Troy. You're just living your truth.
Live in your
Oh
truth.
my
Live my
God.
truth. Oh boy. Yeah. If I live my truth, then I'm gonna. We're not gonna go there.
Nope.
What we should do. Back to some ball python talk. Joel, how many ball pythons do you have?
I don't know. You know, I don't have an exact number. The 70, maybe 75.
Okay. All right.
Minus hatchlings. I think I have like maybe 25 hatchlings left right now. Not like necessarily left. I think I'm holding back like 16. Like I think every year I've held back 16 to 20.
All right. Are you
that's
you
like
doing like the
main
the Arizona shows locally for your hatchlings, sell some hatchlings, or?
I've never done a show.
Okay.
This maybe would have been the first year I had enough snakes to kind of put something together. But yeah, I've never done a show. I've never had enough animals to do a show, I guess.
Are we
You know,
going to see you at a show
necessarily.
anytime soon? Like, we going to see you at Pomona in January?
Maybe when is it? Do you know?
January.
First weekend. So like January 5th.
Oh, 5th, yeah. Yeah, actually I could probably go there. Yeah. Yeah, I started law school and it's just been like,
Well,
you know,
that's
sucking my
exciting.
life away.
I was gonna say, let's take
I like the
Let's hear about.
flat-
Yeah, I'd say let's hear
yeah, the
about that.
humble
Law
flex
school.
there.
way off the.
Yeah,
We're back off track
that's
again.
why-
Let's hear about law school.
Yeah, that's way more interesting than snakes. So,
Question.
where are you going to law
Yeah.
school?
I'm going Mitchell Hamlin. It's in Minnesota, and I live in
Minnesota.
Arizona. So it's like a hybrid program. So
Okay.
every I don't know So like this semester, it's like every 2 months basically. I go back for anywhere from like 5 to 10 days, and then I'm in class. It's miserable. It's from 7 to 6 every day for
Yes.
it's like 8 days in a row, and it's just like it is a nightmare. It's the worst thing.
It's a lot.
But yeah, it's just like it's not difficult. Obviously, like it's not like I'm laying brick, but it's just lame. It's not fun, I guess.
Is
What,
there somewhere in law that you want to focus?
I don't know. Yeah, I kind of bounce back and forth. I think I don't know. I really like contracts. I think are pretty cool. Like I think when we finally get to like contracts and then like maybe levels past that with like mergers and acquisitions and stuff like that would be like fun. I think it would be easier, like as far as just like making money. I'm like, I know a lot of chiropractors. It would be probably pretty easy to like just do car accident like law,
ambulance
just
chasing?
like just running the
Okay.
insurance game
Okay.
basically. I would have a lot of referrals, and it's like it's crazy how much money you can make doing that, right? But I think I don't know.
What
Probably if
was
I did
the
anything, it wouldn't be. I don't think I would want to be a like prosecutor or like a defender. I'd probably want to do like civil,
mhm.
between like individuals. Medical malpractice is like, I don't know. I've been like kind of leaning towards that. It's like the third leading cause of death in the United States is
Crazy, isn't it?
medical error. That's insane.
Hmm.
Like a third of the people would have been better off not going to the doctor.
What
like,
what led
the
you
death.
to want to get into this? Like what was the driving force behind it?
In 2017, I went to law school and I did a year. And on the end of my year, my first year, the law school lost its accreditation by the ABA, the American Bar Association,
Mm.
To continue. And so the school effectively closed down. And like essentially so I lost everything. I lost we paid some money up front, blah blah blah. I lost all my credits. So now it's kind of just like I just want to finish. I don't know, but
Okay.
I don't know.
What's your time frame, Joel? Like how much longer is this before you'd be said and done?
I would be not counting this semester, 2.5 years.
Okay. And this
Um,
next 2.5 years would still be going back and forth to Minnesota from time to time.
yeah, it would be. If I continue, I think there's a chance I might consider transferring. See if I can get into maybe ASU down here, something like that. And I think that would just be. It would just be strictly because I would be in the community, I guess, like the legal community of Arizona. Being in a law school here, which would I think be helpful. But I live in a small town, so I don't think it'd be too hard to put a billboard up, try and make money. I guess.
And remind me, Joel, your lovely woman, she does something professional as well, but I can't. Is like doctor or something?
No, she's echocardio, so she's like heart ultrasound, like veins, blood clots, like disease of the heart, cardiovascular system, I guess.
I could
that's
I could
my
be a
dad does.
test patient for her.
Oh my god.
Hey man, keep plugging away on Yoo-hoos and just
Reese's.
make yourself
Sugar.
as
It's brown
fat
I
sugar.
had
Brown
4
sugar.
candy bars today. I have just fatty heart.
Yeah,
Troy,
that's what
I'm-
right.
Do you ever think that maybe the diet leads to like some of the not good weeks? Maybe if
My
we didn't have
diet
like
probably
That's-
involves, my depression is probably fueled by a part of my diet. Is that what you're asking me?
100%.
maybe we don't eat 7 candy bars in a day. Maybe we limit it to
Maybe
2.
that's what makes me, but
Man.
maybe that's what makes me happy.
I promise it
I
doesn't.
had king size Milky Way today. Okay. And have you ever had high chews? Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
my wife
yeah,
loves
for
high chews,
My gosh, high chews.
dude.
Dude.
Lisa, do we like high chews?
Do we like high chews?
We don't like high
There's
chews.
Okay.
Really? Man.
My wife loves them. I think they're okay. I don't love them.
They taste like just a chemical, like
Oh, yeah, no, it is the
best.
most artificial tasting candy that has ever been tasted.
Absolutely.
Mm.
It is.
Yeah.
And for that, we thank you. Okay.
Yeah. I had a York peppermint patty, a Twix, 4 Reese's peanut butter cups, and maybe a Hershey bar.
Yeah, that's 5 candy bars in a day.
So we need
Is
to
that-
start talking to you about, a slight change.
Is that a normal intake day, or was that just a special day?
I normally I would say normally I eat 2.
Okay.
Okay. That's not.
And I also had 2 donuts this morning, which were very,
The
very
question
yummy.
is, do you do soda?
I only have like a root beer, or a ginger ale, like one a day.
One a day,
Okay,
1 or
yeah.
2.
every fucking meal.
I only
Okay,
eat twice
so
a day, Lisa.
You also drink a lot.
I love that Lisa came in swinging every fucking meal.
Yeah, because she's terrified for his health. She's just
She's not.
concerned, and now
She's
and now
looking
it's
forward to
arguing.
her next husband. Plus, things will be better for her because we have life insurance, and right now I'm fucking broke.
Yeah, there's value in death, I suppose. Yeah,
Mm.
as it turns
Mhm.
out, depending on the person.
I feel like this has turned away from Joel, and we're talking about me.
Well,
We
hey,
should go
man,
back to Joel.
Surprise intervention.
Hey,
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
a surprise intervention.
as it turns out, we need
The
you to
chat's
cook
all
me
in
some
on
candy
it.
bars.
Intervention
Uh,
for Troy.
Choose
Yeah.
one or the other, soda or candy bars. Just start
Yeah.
there. That's easy.
What if I
Easy.
put the candy bar into the soda?
Oh my god.
Then you still got to choose. They don't
America.
become each other. This
Yeah,
isn't a
that's-
nacho situation. All right, it's not just because a nacho sticks to the other nacho doesn't make it one nacho. All right.
Well,
Nachos do sound good right now.
Well, that's not candy. Go for it.
Lisa, nachos?
I'm not making you nachos. You just
You know what I really want is I want the nachos from the movie theater now. Anyways, back to you guys.
liquid cheese. It's
Yeah,
so
liquid
bad, but
cheese.
so good.
Not even real.
Yeah.
Mhm.
High chews. Okay, back to the high chews.
Yeah, high chews.
Yeah.
Chemicals. That's all they taste like. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
now
go
that
through
we're
these
done with the
questions,
surprise
Joel.
intervention, and we know that Troy won't be changing.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
Yeah, fair enough.
I love you, Troy. We love you. And next
Well-
week we'll all have a handwritten letter to read you about how we love
I
you.
hope
And
so. I'm
how
holding you all to it. Everybody in the comments too. It better be there.
it's gonna be
Joel,
a
I would like
6.
your letter to be addressed from your wife, please.
I don't know if you can read her handwriting.
so that does this have to be from his sister?
Oh, Chase, if your sister could send me it, that would be good.
Yeah, I'll get right on that for you. You know what? I'll just text her right now.
Okay.
Please,
Thanks.
please do. It would make Troy's day if she popped in the comments again. I know it would.
Yeah. Joel, what are you drinking?
Purple wine.
A Malbec.
Oh, so fancy.
Yeah.
I watched the guy. I know nothing about wine. I don't drink. And so I don't know anything really about alcohol. But I
Our drink
found
is
myself going down these rabbit holes. I'm something's wrong with me. But I've been going down these rabbit holes of watching people open like 100-year-old bottles of wine and then like describing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that something?
It's
Is
pretty
that
crazy.
something you would want to do?
I can't read I have just like a very delicate body, like it is sensitive. So like I can't really drink or eat like things, and wine just like doesn't make me that sick, I guess. So I can like have some wine as opposed to like vodka is all right too, but it just tastes like rubbing alcohol. And so it's like I just can't get past it. So if like I'm old now, so I'm at a point in my life where like if I'm gonna drink, I want to drink something that I enjoy, and I like red wines, I
Okay.
guess. But you know, it would be cool to be good at it. I know nothing.
Wait, so do you have like celiac disease or something? Because you are skinny.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have celiac. I
Why
just like
is it the
struggle with
most
carbs.
left field question?
What'd you say, Chase?
That was just
Left
the most out of left field question. Like, oh, do you have
Chris-
celiac disease?
You're skinny. You
listen,
must
the
not
guy
do
is skinny.
gluten.
I'm putting things together here. He's skinny. He says his body doesn't like food and things.
Yeah. It's deductive
I'm
reasoning.
assuming he's like gluten free.
I feel like
Yeah,
this is
definitely
like the
gluten-free.
moment in The Hangover where like all the math is happening in Zach Galifianakis, and Troy's like celiac disease.
Yep.
Yes, you could be a doctor. Putting things together, dude. Good for you.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love
No,
it.
I don't have
Yeah.
celiac, so you were wrong. As it
You
turns
were
out.
wrong.
But
Okay.
And now he's going to die. The third leading cause.
yeah, great, fantastic.
Hey, Troy, look who's popping off in comments now already.
Let me go
Oh.
look.
Oh,
While Joel tells us about why he's dying, I'll go read some
Stop.
comments.
happy
Yeah,
Thursday.
yeah, there it is.
Oh, Molly, she's so pretty. I wish you could bring up their picture, like, because then I would just pop on Lisa's phone here and just leave the picture up of your sister, and then I would hold it right here.
See, Joel, he does this to everybody.
It's not uncomfortable for
Yeah,
anyone,
no,
so
he's
it's
a-
fine.
Patrick.
Yeah, I don't
It's
like
fantastic.
Patrick.
That's fair.
Wow.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. It's endearing.
Oh, wait. So,
Right.
time out. Joel, why doesn't your body like food?
I don't know, man. I don't know a lot about molecular biology. I guess I think somebody does, but I don't know. Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah.
He's a doctor.
But
I'm a
I
doctor.
have no idea. Yeah. You're a doctor. Yes, I remember. No, that is incredible, though. I remember. I don't know what podcast I heard you talking on, and I was just like, no shit, dude.
You know what? Thank you.
Crazy.
Finally, somebody said
Yeah.
something nice. Thank you.
I got my undergrad in neuro and physiology, so like.
Okay, yeah.
We like, I kind of, vaguely know what the Krebs cycle is. We did like
Fair.
almost, our fake version of molecule by molecule. But I did take biochem, and that was
Yeah.
like the worst course. That's when I was like, yeah, med school seems dumb.
It's funny you say that because I took biochem and was like, well, this is what I'm doing with the rest of my life. And
Well,
I went and got a PhD in it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
that's
because
cool.
Joel's not a
That's
nerd.
cool.
Touche.
Well,
Touche.
yeah.
Look, we're all nerds in our own way, okay?
Yeah, this stuff I'm reading right now is not fun either. It's
Yeah,
just-
Joel 5 minutes ago was like, contracts seem interesting. Kill me now.
Yeah, dude, read that Apple thing you like. Dude, that's
No.
just, like what I read all day.
Yeah, no, that sounds absolutely miserable. And I was convinced no one actually read them. So
Yeah.
turns
Yeah,
out somebody does.
Arguing's fun though. Like, how cool would it be to argue in court? That would be like,
Um,
that would be a crazy
until you have to, like-
adrenaline rush.
Until you have to defend a pedophile. That doesn't sound like fun at all. Like, what's your argument?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
For sure.
hey, I don't want this guy to go to prison. I get that he was touching kids, but let's argue.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess the argument really just boils down to like your fundamental belief in the United States and the system that we have. Like the law is put in place that every single person is do their worth job in court. Not said legalese wise. So
Well,
you're
if
just
anybody on this
you're acting,
podcast goes to
just
court
like
for
a doctor.
pedophilia, it's that guy.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Nah, dude. He cares too much about molecules.
And Joel could be your lawyer.
Oh, for sure.
He pointed up, everyone. Know that it's Chase that he was pointing at.
Oh, I see how you did this, Coach Patrick.
It's that guy.
Oh my God. What?
Okay,
Did we already ask
Damn it,
what?
we gotta go. We should
what-
probably talk about some
Yeah, there it
pythons
is.
at some point.
Why? No one cares about those. Did we
Well, I've
acknowledge
only
Molly
been trying
enough?
the whole time.
Molly, thank you for popping in and saying hi.
I love
Troy needed
Molly.
that
I love
today.
you.
I believe it. He actually does.
I do. I do love Molly. Like, I love Molly in a very kind, loving way because I love Chase. I love Joel's wife in a completely
Chase
different
is
way.
fantastic.
Hold on. Do you love
Fair enough.
Chase or Molly more?
Ooh.
You
Trick
have to
question.
push.
I love Chaise more.
Well, she's definitely seeing that because she just said she's staying for Troy.
Got to stay for sure. Oh wow. Hold on. So if we were at the edge of a cliff, you have to push
Ooh.
either Molly or Chaise off. Who are you pushing? You have to do it. If not, horrible things happen to everything.
I
That's
would
called
push
duress.
Chaise off.
That's
It's actually a better
the
choice, honestly.
yeah. I mean,
I would
as you
push Chaise
should,
off.
right?
Because me and Chaise
Theoretically,
can't
right?
repopulate the world or anything, and me and Molly
Right.
could.
I'm not convinced that you and
Everybody
Molly
else is
could.
still there.
I'm living the question my way. Joel's probably like, this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever been a part of.
Lisa's
Yeah,
still
Joel,
in
I'm
the
sorry
picture.
for bringing you on this.
This is going places. I like this.
Troy, hold on. No, but Troy,
Yeah.
we didn't say Lisa was out of the picture. We just are pushing people off cliffs. Your life stays
Oh.
the same.
I can totally be out of the picture.
I just assumed that when I pushed Chaise off, he grabbed Lisa's hand.
And drug
That's
me
true. They
down.
are actually. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh
They
my
are
god.
It's all coming together.
We think that you and Chaise probably have secret relations in the bathroom at Tinley.
I don't
I
think it.
don't
I
know.
caught them.
I don't even like to pee in the bathroom. It's dirty and gross.
Well, that doesn't mean you don't like to do Chaise in the bathroom.
It
My lord.
is the worst.
Yeah, every time Lisa and I walk away, I'm definitely not like helping her carry cases or something. We're just headed off for
Chase, those are just called
So-
excuses.
A fraud.
Anyways, back
if
to
you will.
talking to our guest, Joel, who's over here.
There's-
He's drinking red wine and watching a TV show. It's fine. The TV show is us.
Yeah.
We're not
This is
even going to
fantastic.
make it to episode 10.
Oh, I promise we are.
Was this 9?
Yeah.
Was this 9? Okay.
It's
Yeah.
not. We've
You got
got
it.
one more for sure.
You got it in you. Yeah, I can
think
tell.
so.
Yeah.
I can tell. As a former podcaster myself,
No,
I can
weird flex, bro. Weird flex.
So,
As a former
quick
failed
question,
podcaster.
yeah.
quick
I
question,
can tell you
quick
guys
question
got, you
for,
got it in you.
for our people in the comments. Do people think Joel looks more like Aaron Rodgers or more like Matt Summers' older brother?
Who the fuck
I've
is
never
Matt
met
Summers'
Matt
older
Summers.
brother?
Yeah,
I was
I've
Yeah,
never
never
see,
met
if you
him.
don't know Matt, it's not going to work. If you know Matt Summers, does he look like Matt Summers'
Okay, you're
older brother,
implying that I would be his older brother.
or do you look like Aaron Rodgers?
I definitely not Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think I got Aaron in me.
Not
I
even
can
a little
throw,
bit.
I can throw equally as well, but I
Could
don't
you throw
really
that pigskin over those mountains? Quarter mile?
any mountain. Yeah, I don't care the distance. Just pick them. Pick
Boy.
a mountain. I can throw it over.
I could go back to state.
They put me in.
I didn't think we were going to get a Napoleon Dynamite
Oh,
reference
God,
I like that
tonight.
I posed this question and I'm not even paying attention to the comments.
So happy
Um,
right now.
Fantastic.
Hey, Sadilla. You know? Oh,
So Joel,
My
do you,
dad was like from that area.
after law school, do you
Sure.
still plan on keeping snakes and continue to do that just as a side hobby? Enjoyable.
Thanks,
project
Chase.
kind of thing?
Fantastic segue.
so
Joel
smooth.
again.
Yeah, yeah. Well done. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm still gonna like. I don't know. I've backed down on. I don't know. I don't post anything anymore. I feel like that's kind of like what's slacking, but I don't know. I need to prioritize some time to like. I feel like put a little time into social media because there's definitely value in it, especially because I don't go to shows. It definitely like directly correlates with sales for sure. So,
Yeah.
and in a market where you can no longer just post a picture from your cell phone and hope to get $5,000 for something, you got to put a little more work in. And I am certainly not putting more work in right now, but I never really like, if I was trying to be a professional breeder, I wouldn't have 10 clutches a year as my biggest clutch, like my biggest season. So it's like,
Yeah,
I
but
always
you
did
gotta
this
start
as like a
somewhere,
hobby.
though. I mean, we
For
all
sure,
just
yeah.
start making
Would
clutches.
rather have 10.
Yeah, right. Like I don't ever really want to, I think, have more than 25 in
Yeah.
a year or a season. So I don't know what qualifies like a big breeder, I guess. Like
No. I mean,
the scale is extensive.
Yeah, see, I don't
But
count scale as I guess clutch count. Just more like the quality is
yeah,
I mean,
that's
the
how
thing. Like,
I
there was a
feel
lot
as
of just
well.
like small boutique breeders that were just producing super high quality stuff, and they've got a couple racks in their bedroom and they're crushing it. I mean, they're making cutting edge stuff just because they
For sure.
on
Yeah, and like that's always been like more my style, I guess. We've progressed over the years. It started in a bedroom, kind of like similar size of this, and then now we have like a 20 by 20 house, like building in our backyard. So it's like, obviously, like I'm in it.
like I mean, you made
you
it's there, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm in it, but at the same time, I don't consider I don't consider myself like a large scale breeder. So, like I have plenty of time to manage what I have at its current size and do like normal kind of like day jobby stuff in the school, basically.
Yeah.
So
Do you have rodents as well, Joel, or do you buy rodents? How do you?
Yeah, I buy from there's a group that moved down here from up north, and Bad Reptiles. They started breeding, or when they moved here, they have a huge number of animals. So they breed their own rats, and they breed plenty for me, to have rats. So I get all my stuff from them. I was doing frozen pod forever, but it's just like for me, the percentage rate of consistent eating on a bigger population is low, I guess.
It's tough. No, it's tough.
Comparatively.
Yeah, comparatively.
Live.
And just the time commitment too with frozen.
The time commitment is brutal. Yeah.
Insane.
And it's like double-edged because like frozen thawed, I would know pretty much which animal ate almost immediately. So it's like, oh, didn't eat. Don't have to check that tub again. And so like even so, like, the next day I always go and recheck every tub anyways. Even if I know every snake ate, or I like, blah blah blah. Just to be safe, because like the worst is like if you leave a rat in there. Like
there is no worse smell. That's not even a question.
And it is. I can't. Everybody in here instantly knows what that smell is.
It's
unfortunately,
it is a signature, and so it's like, and it's also the worst, right?
Yeah.
I still like animals, so
not when they've been dead in a tub for a day or two.
No, I don't like decomposing animals that much.
Yeah.
As it turns
out, we don't love all animals.
Learned that. Yeah, right. So
I bet I like decomposing Patrick better than Patrick.
Oh my God.
Wow.
But I don't know, man. Just even the hate, the smell, like to like that more would be, because I've smelled dead rats and I couldn't imagine, the decomposing human,
Especially Patrick.
Could you imagine?
And we're talking like, is he closed in a tub? You got to consider that too. Like, dude,
I hope
that smell.
How many fruit flies?
That's
the real question.
Yeah, like come on, dude.
Our little bug zapper literally just causes a power outage because it's like.
You know what? That's just the story tonight, right there. Patrick's stuck in a tub in a snake room somewhere.
And he was not.
Troy finds like dead Patrick.
No,
floated Patrick.
It can be live Patrick. Let's not.
No, we learned last week that it doesn't let us do death. We can't do death.
Mm.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, Joel switched to moonshine. All right, cool. Okay.
That's what I've been drinking all night.
This is going well.
Yeah, it's vodka still. Yeah.
He's like the wine wasn't strong enough. I went to the alcohol.
I'm gonna need a coffee break.
I've got to keep drinking.
Joel, are you doing anything exciting this year? Like, you got like a trip planned? Do anything fun?
I'm going to Minnesota for 10 days.
Minnesota.
That's all my fun now.
Can I come up and take you to dinner?
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
How close are you to St. Paul?
3.5 hours.
Okay. I mean, it's far, but I mean, I guess it's not like I'm 29 hours away, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot closer than me. But
we drive up to the Minneapolis area for dumber shit, so we would be happy to come up and take you to dinner.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Look at that. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm right in St. Paul, like downtown St. Paul.
Friends
All
are
right.
friends forever.
Place is so cool, man. I've never been there, obviously, until recently.
It's a
And
neat little city.
oh, it's so cool. Yeah, and the like Catholic Church is there. And like the Capitol building and stuff. Oh, dude, that is fascinating. That church is massive. It looked like it had its own atmosphere. It was like so big. I've never seen anything like that.
Wow.
You know?
Well, we're not a big fan of Catholics around here, but that's okay.
Fair
Who
enough.
said
Okay,
that?
yeah.
Where's that coming?
No, we love everyone. Why you gotta
Literally
do
everyone,
this?
Please.
I didn't say I love the people.
Their masonry work is fantastic. I will tell you that. That church is breathtaking, dude. It was so cool.
Look at
Oh,
Chase.
there you go.
So
No, it's just
worried.
so funny. I love that. It's just like, I don't know about the people, but their masonry work. Wow. Like,
Dude,
Chef's kiss.
I can't talk about the people, all right, but I can talk about what I saw.
What I
right.
saw was some
It was
fabulous masonry
fantastic.
work.
And if they're any reflection of that masonry work, they're fantastic too. How about that?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts about Indians?
No, we're not doing this today.
Stop.
Nope, we're not doing this today.
Joel, don't get baited into this. It's okay.
Don't, please. We all lose.
I really have no thoughts day to day.
Perfect.
Usually.
Perfect. That's the right answer. Jesus.
Chase, you want to get us back on track again, please?
So
What's the
Joel,
track?
from what I see from what you posted, clown pies and puzzle stuff, are those your two kind of just main projects that you enjoy, or is there another project even after law school that you'd just like to get a hold of in your collection and kind of toy around with some?
Yeah, I've been like looking at stuff a ton, just like different genes and like different recessives and stuff like that lately. Just to like kind of spice it up a little bit again, you know, it's always cool like bringing a new project, stuff like that. I think like a lot of the like a side kind of like focus I have kind of going right now is with rainbow. I think it's a cool albinism. I know there's always like controversy around genes, but the animal I have is really pretty. I like him. He makes cool animals, so I'm gonna keep kind of heading in that direction. But I really like the ultramel monarch kind of area, I guess.
Yeah.
I've really been looking at I've always been into the monarch stuff forever, and I've just never pulled the trigger on any of it.
Well, I know a guy that would be happy to sell you some monarch stuff at a very
reasonable price.
Introductory price.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
convenient that now this shameless plug, good sir. For weeks I get shit, and then all of a sudden Troy comes swinging in from the highway.
Yeah.
Well, we're on our
I've got
9th
snakes
episode.
for
And
sale.
we have to hear about gonorrhea's, whatever you got going on over there, and we have to hear about Kinova and their 300 clutches. And I bring up best dress balls one time.
Hey, it was a fantastic plug. Okay.
Thanks,
It was
man.
the best.
You did great.
It was good.
You did
It was
great.
good. You're going to be
And,
successful at this.
Yeah, you're gonna do well. All right. No,
No,
yeah.
I'm talking to Molly on your phone. Yeah, I'll get you a monarch.
Monsoon's also cool. Stuff like
Molly
that.
wants to know what if I just love you, Lisa. What if Molly doesn't love Troy and she only loves Lisa?
It's because Troy's talking to her on Lisa's phone in the comments.
Yeah.
Anyway, Joel, Rainbow,
Oh,
and
she
Ultramel,
realized-
and Monarch.
Okay.
Lace. Lace is better.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Lace is my like favorite right now, I think.
On a lace clown pied boy. I've tried so hard to make a new male for next season, and
Do you keep missing on it?
I keep missing. Yes, I do keep missing on it.
Maybe if Justin took over the breeding.
Only.
Oh, it's okay. I'm having a good time doing it.
Yeah. I think Lace is the dopest, the bestest. It's cool.
It
Lace
is.
is like the stuff I kind of want in everything right now. I feel like a lot of everybody wants DG and everything, and I really want Lace and everything.
Yeah.
I guess.
No, I'm a big fan of Lace.
Yeah. Did you hatch the lace clown pipe? I know
Yeah.
Justin did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Look
did
at
you,
Patrick just wants to talk shit. Look at his face. Just go ahead, Patrick. Let it out.
No, it's okay. I'm not going to talk about the cool lace clown pied stuff we hatched. It's fine.
Because I know you were trying
Please,
for it.
Patrick. Please
No,
go ahead
it's-
and tell me what male did you hit? That
I'm not talking about anything. I'm not
Is
talking
it a
about a
white
thing.
one? A white lace?
I'm not talking about anything, guys. It's fun stuff. I'm not allowed to because Andre will yell at me if I talk about stuff. It's fine.
Wow.
Oh, your partner. Yeah, I get it.
Again, Patrick's pulling the I gotta go ask my wife now.
Yeah.
It is the same excuse. You are right. Yeah.
Andre is my work wife, and I'm comfortable with that. I don't know if he is, but I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There was a bit of a, not an argument, but a bit of a statement made in a group that I'm in that super vanilla is underrated and can rival white lace in certain combos. Thoughts?
False.
False.
Just that's I'm big fan of super vanilla. I'm not a big fan of super vanilla's head pattern.
What combo are they saying? Like, let's before I
that was not
before I-
mentioned.
okay, before I just say false, like there are some things that like stuff just doesn't show up well in, so maybe in like one very specific combo. But if we're talking just in
Overall.
general, they also do very different things, right?
For
I mean,
sure.
dramatically different things. So it's kind of like what tastes better, apples or oranges? And I mean, depends on what I'm
Both.
doing. I don't want an orange pie, but you know, some
Ooh,
orange
apple
juice is
pie,
fucking
though.
delicious. And apple pie
Yeah,
is fucking
especially if
great.
it's like real sugary. Yeah, I get
I
it.
think-
on sugar
I
extra.
think, yeah. No,
So-
yeah. I don't know. I think super vanillas are I guess arguably better than fire because of the super.
Yeah, I
Like
think
the
in
gene,
general, I think it's fair to say that the vanilla is better than fire,
but
just because
I still like fire better. I think.
you still
think-
like fire because it's less subtle. Because I mean, fire is definitely more aggressive in combos than vanilla is.
Yeah, I think because fire is more aggressive. Like you don't need the super in fire. You almost need the super in vanilla.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of this comes back to what you're mixing and matching stuff with too. I think it's the same argument, honestly, on some levels, like pastel. Right, pastel is absolute garbage in certain things, but it is absolutely one of the best genes possible to mix with other stuff. So,
oh my gosh, pastel and lace, dude, they are such like perfect for each other.
They are
Perfect for each other.
pastel zebra, pastel lace, pastel DG. Fuck. Like that is those genes were made for each other.
Pastel is definitely not the problem. You know.
No.
Artistic impression maybe is a little bit of an issue. You know, like you can't hate on combos that you like dislike, I guess, and then paint the gene as a whole bad. You know, like pastel is fantastic in certain things, but maybe not that great in others.
I think people just like to hop on the bandwagon and just shit on stuff, right? I mean, that's just kind of sometimes human nature, and they're like, well,
yeah, we live in a negative world.
Everybody
what
keeps
about
saying,
KG brought up, when did lace come out? Which 2002 by the internet. Wants to know how it went under the radar for so long. How do you guys answer that? I know how I would answer it, but I'm throwing it out to you guys first.
2002.
I truly didn't know lace existed until 2019. Was the first time I saw it, and I had it within 6 months of seeing it for the first time. I think you'd be hard pressed to really find any pictures of lace stuff prior to that.
Yeah.
I mean I think it's just been the publicity of it.
2000, I think 16. I went to 2015 or 2016. I went to my first Tinley, and Martial Law Morphs. I don't know if you know who that is, Marshall. He had lace stuff, and he was showing me all of this lace stuff, and I was like, dude, I don't know about this. This seems fake, and I'm like new in the hobby, so I'm like super skeptical about everything.
Smart move.
And that was ignorant at the time, because dude, lace is legit, and he had like some really cool lace stuff. Really early on. Lace is.
According to yeah, according to Morph Mark or to World of Ball Python, which again I'm not saying is any,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah,
say
fake.
2002 by CV Exotics, and that it
CV
had
Exotics.
went under another name called Black Velvet for some time.
I've
Yeah,
literally
and I think
never.
like the project name got changed, or like
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, there's like, but I mean,
interesting.
like the answer I have for that is like these genes take decades to get to market at any real value. If they're not like a banana, like banana was like, yeah, like if we never had pastel and pastel came out tomorrow, that would be a $50,000 snake.
Dude, I couldn't
It's
agree more.
100%.
Couldn't
You know what
agree
I mean?
more.
It completely changes the animal. You don't have to be like, is there pastel in that? Like it is
Yeah.
such a different looking animal than a normal. So it's like genes like that don't take a lot of marketing.
Yeah.
Genes like lace take a lot of marketing, I think.
I think it's even more I think it's very much to that point. But like if we look at right from even 2002, 2003 up until honestly probably like 2015, 2016, all
Yeah.
that mattered were like codoms that dramatically changed the way a snake looked and how many can we cram into a snake. No one gave a fuck about subtle
Yeah.
enhancing genes. Desert Ghost was
Exactly.
basically garbage,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And so I think that also, like to your point, right? It's not dramatic. And
Right.
there's lace by itself isn't always the brightest animal. We have some that are spectacular, and then we have some that are so-so, right? And so that
Right.
plays a role in it as well. So
For sure.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
for
Do you
sure.
think that if I was like the early on king of lace, and that's all you saw on my Instagram and whatever YouTube, and you go off the following that I have versus somebody like Kinova,
yeah.
do you think when you have a guy like Justin, you have a guy like Ozzy, somebody with a bigger following, a bigger watch, do they bring more light to a project than say I've never even heard. I don't know if I know who CV Exotics is, and I certainly didn't know about Lace in 2002.
I don't think there's any other answer but obviously, because like when you have a bigger audience, it doesn't matter what you show off, more people are just going to see it.
Yeah.
So do you think that's why things float under the radars? Because we just don't see it until a guy like Justin or one of the bigger guys puts something out?
Lace stuff was popular before Justin did a video.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's not
honestly, I think
always.
the only difference is that it just expands, like Patrick said, it just expands the amount of eyes that see
Yeah.
that project.
Now I will say for sure, maybe a year and a half ago or so, we were having trouble selling some lace, like pastel lace stuff, and then Miguel did a video and it emptied our stock like the next day. So like obviously like those breeders can have an effect on the market, but that's also, you look at their audience, right? And they're hundreds of thousands of viewers and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But Justin
Huge.
also like has pushed, Trojan is a gene that Justin has said for years is a sleeper gene, and he's mixed into a lot of stuff, and it doesn't sell well, but it does some fucking amazing stuff.
That's the crazy
Yeah.
thing. Like, so many
I held
people
back a ton
aren't-
of Trojan stuff. Yeah,
aren't
yeah.
doing, Trojan stuff yet, but there's going to be so much cool stuff.
There is. Dude, the Trojan Pied stuff looks great. Trojan Clown Pied stuff looks great. Trojan Clown stuff looks great. There's a lot. The Trojan Kinova had the Trojan DG hypo male that I fucking love. Like that's one of my favorite looking just snakes.
Right.
But it has no traction in the market whatsoever.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like what do you think that comes down to? Is it because people just don't like the look of it? Do you think it's a pattern thing? It's a color thing? Like, what do you think makes one gene go wildfire over another?
I think for Trojan, probably a lot of people just see like the base Trojan,
Yeah,
and they're just like, it's okay, or they don't see much about it. But they're not seeing a lot of the really crazy combos and stuff that are on the way.
I think too sometimes with like
right,
subtle
right.
genes, stuff gets mis-ID'd, and so then people see
time.
basically like a normal, and they're like, "Oh, well, that gene fucking blows." It's Mandarin
Yeah.
stuff, right? Mandarin's kind of gone through some of that, where a lot of
lace.
100% lace. I actually bought a lace het clown from a breeder, and as a baby, it mostly. I felt confident, and now that it's an adult, I'm like, well, it's not lace. That's unfortunate.
Right.
So I mean, that
Yeah.
happens. And
It's,
that's,
you know,
yeah.
those are obstacles for the gene also.
Yeah,
Like,
I
those
do.
are the other obstacles for the gene that
Yeah,
like come to play for market value.
Right. I agree with you, Brandon. He said, I'd imagine difficulty to ID. I wouldn't want to spend money on something I don't think I could sell for the same money.
Right.
When you say I wouldn't want to spend money on something I don't think I could sell for the same money,
That's probably never.
I'm not sure if you're implying like I spend $10,000 on this combo and I expect to make $10,000 the next year when I'm making it. I think that's craziness. And part of what has led to some issues during the pandemic purchasers. But if you're talking about just like spend big money on a combo and then you start hatching stuff out and you can't really ID it and that makes it difficult to sell, then I agree with that wholeheartedly. Like there's some trepidation there for sure. But if you're spending 10 grand on a snake and expecting all of those $10,000 babies, yeah, it's going to be rough
That's
for you
hard to do.
potentially.
That's hard to do.
It's really hard.
Unless you bought it like an incredibly perfect time, I guess.
I mean, even then it's still, I agree with you. It's tough though. I think that's also like, maybe that's part of the unrealistic expectations as we just go off this random tangent, but like I've had a couple of breeders come to me and talk about that. And they're like, oh, I spent $12,000 on this male. And, I'm just not used to only being able to sell the babies for like $2,000 a piece. I'm like, dude, $2,000 a piece for babies is
good money.
That's good money. Like
man.
you probably are going to pay that male off within the first couple of clutches, and it's just cash homie, man. Like, that's. I mean, anybody that's been in the market,
dude. $2,000 is a lot of money too. Like,
like
$2,000 is a lot. Like if you told somebody that at Walmart, you are gonna be like, dude, I sold a snake today for $2,000. They'd be like, no, you didn't. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Nobody bought a snake for $2,000. Like that's a lot of money for an animal, any animal. But I get it. The other animal was 12 grand. I don't know.
I mean, KG, you can say it's bullshit, but like Desert Ghost was considered dog shit for 20 years. I mean, literally,
he brought up like Stranger and Cosmos too, which I want to say when I looked, those are like 2012 genes as far as again online. I think Stranger had a fair amount of. I think what brought Stranger to people's eyes is the controversy about Stranger at the time. Like there was so many people waiting to see a super, and you didn't see it, and so it like kept it in the back of your head, I think, all the time. And then like he brought up Cosmos. Personally, I don't know if Cosmos is really anything different than any other granite gene. I don't know. I don't have it, so I'm spitting on something I don't have. But I don't necessarily know if either one of those gained any more popularity quicker than like Lace or DG or whatever. I think it's somewhat, I don't know. Maybe I can't form my thought correctly into words here.
No.
I have a GED.
I think Strangers, I think in general, when we talk about animals that have dramatic changes on the look, those are the animals that are going to grab attention and get traction in the market faster. Stranger, when you mix it into clown, there is no question what it is. Mahogany, when you switch it into clown, there's no question. Confusion, there's no question. I can give you 5+ people I know that bought lace clowns and then they turned out to not be lace clowns, which is part of an issue, right? Like,
there's difficulty.
There's some difficulty.
You and I have talked about that. You've seen some animals of mine, right? That we thought could be OD lace, and then somebody else says no, and
there's question there.
Question, right? Yeah. So I could see what you're saying there. Like, knowing what you have versus, I guess it being hard to ID. I guess I could understand that.
I think that goes back to what Brandon was saying for sure.
If you really wanted the lace project, it would be really smart of you to get at least a super somewhere. Like it would be like, it would benefit you so much. It doesn't matter if it doesn't have a recessive tied to it or like anything, like just having that super will.
I agree, Joel. I think there's a lot of supers, even like, I think there's a drastic difference in OD. I think there's really good OD and there's really not so great OD. I think if you have a super, like you'll see it because like, I mean, I know I have a super. And I'll get a variance, throughout the clutch. So, but at least I know. Yeah.
You know, right. And like that right there helps you ID like the snake now, you know,
Yeah.
in the future. Like putting that, you know, I don't know, you know, I'm not gonna tell people what to buy, but you know, having that super, then you breed it, you see what an entire clutch of lace looks like. You see that there's going to be variance in every single gene we work with. And especially like a subtle gene, like there is variance in yellow belly. Like yellow belly can be difficult to ID, and it's like one of the most common genes, right? So, you know, I don't know. The super was like so helpful for me because like I feel like it's helped me be able to identify a lace just in general now
Yeah.
because I've had 7 clutches now of animals from a super. And so it's like, I've seen a decent amount now firsthand, like what a lace looks like, you know, this is just like, this is a lace, and they're pretty obvious to see, I think, you know, for the most part now.
Yeah.
A good lace is obvious.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. A good lace, there's no question whatsoever.
How do you guys feel about this? Like KG talking about, you know, I'm gonna skip through part of his thing, but what we're all striving for, beautiful adults, i.e., lace. I don't actually think that I'm ever shooting for beautiful adults. Is that something you guys feel like is something you're striving for?
Am I striving for beautiful adults? No, I mean, I don't. I mean, obviously it would be nice. And I know like it's cool when you produce an animal that you're like, you know what, this thing's going to age really well. But I mean, there's definitely combos where you're like, this is going to look spectacular for like the first year and then it's going to brown out and it is what it is. Or there's combos where you're just like, this will never look as nice as it did at 6 months old. And you just know that. And that's okay. That's part of the deal. Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
That's definitely something we'll have to get into with KG when we have him on. But I find that really interesting because I've never necessarily in a pairing, or I mean, I get what you're saying, Patrick. I certainly have had that thought, right? Like, oh, this is going to age well, but I don't know if it's anything that I've ever put, you know, forethought into as far as like wanting it to be part of my end goal. That's interesting to me.
I can very, very comfortably say I've never done a pairing and said, how is this going to look as an adult? I've said, how is it going to look? But I guess I always thought as a ball python breeder, like I had somebody tell me years ago, they're like, if these snakes looked as good as adults as they do babies, we'd all be millionaires. And I think that's kind of the mantra I've always taken with ball pythons in general. And like, you know, other species are somewhat like that too, but like scales are basically just melanin deposit, you know, centers, right? They're just going to get darker as they get older. And it's just kind of part of it. And even lace and desert ghost stuff, I mean, it does sometimes get a little bit darker, like not dramatically darker, obviously, because there's enhancing and all that other jazz. But yeah, I don't think I've ever specifically said, man, this is going to look good as an adult.
That was like kind of my purpose of a lot of the genes I picked was better adults.
Interesting. You know? Okay. There you go.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like I wanted a snake that looked cool forever. You know, so like I was like in love with yellow belly and like all these like subtle like fire, yellow belly and fire, like genes like a yellow belly fire might not look exactly like it looks like at hatch date, but as an adult, it looks bright still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think we're ever gonna get like, I don't know many things on the planet that look exactly the same as they did when they hatched or were born, or like age is
time wins all battles, right?
I still look like a fat piece of shit, just like when I was born.
Hey,
oh my God.
Dude, but you're consistent. All right. That's good. You know, there's probably some minor differences at least, but you know, yeah, like nothing's going to be perfect forever, but that was like a big goal of mine, you know, was like pretty snakes, because these snakes live forever, you know, 30 years, you know, so that was
wait, you don't put your snakes in the freezer after 2.5 years?
Well, you know, it depends on if
because Kinova does.
That's not true.
That's actually that's Chaise's job, actually.
Yeah, we have to redact.
Yeah, we'll redact that. That's not true. That was an unkind joke. I apologize, world. Please, but seriously,
we don't need any defamation on this. All right.
Yeah, no defamation. We have a lawyer for that, though. We're good.
Yeah, this is really nice. I'm just gonna add
Yeah,
that
I don't know if I
over
can be part of it though
here,
now
so.
because I'm in it. Yeah.
All you guys are full of shit. When you knew nothing about snake genetics, you assumed that the baby you bought would look. I mean, my first snake I ever bought was a breeder male, so I knew that they didn't look the same. I saw the killer bees next to the adult killer bee, and I knew there was a difference.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously like they get old and gray, right? Just like us. But,
It's the way it goes, right?
yeah. White lace adults look pretty badass as adults.
Oh,
Yeah, they do look good for sure.
You know, they look very, very similar to when they hatch.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
So,
that's why lace is a super sleeper gene. I think it is, even with how the popularity has come up in the years over the past, 5 years. I think it's still vastly. I mean, we're doing a lot of pairings this year for just like lace pied combos, and there's not really been many done. So I was actually surprised when I went digging, and there's not been many.
Yeah, I held back some lace black pastel yellow belly het clown pieds. So
Nice, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, guys,
Yeah.
we're getting close to the hour and a half. We need to have a chat GPT story, and then we need to have some I didn't tell Chaise this, but we need some toxic positivity from Chaise, since he decided to end last episode with that. We need some more of it. So I hope
I
hope you're
episode with that.
yeah, you had some really nice kind note that you said to everyone, and I thought about letting you know earlier than just this moment, but I thought it would be more fun.
Last week I said time is infinite, but your heartbeat isn't. So
There it is.
Yeah,
your heartbeat's with us.
So all I'm saying is you should probably start Googling pretty quick for something inspirational, Chaise.
Oh my gosh.
What do we want today's story to be?
I mean, Joel, you got anything comes to mind that would be fun for Chat GPT to come up with?
So I've never worked with Chat GPT.
Okay,
I
perfect.
don't quite understand exactly how.
All right, so we're just gonna do a Mad Lib.
What you
So
do.
Joel,
I don't know what you do. Right.
the lawyer. What funny shenanigan is Joel gonna get into as a lawyer?
Malpractice.
Okay, we're just gonna say malpractice, and then what else? And we need one.
Has an affair with intern.
Oh, for sure.
With intern, and Troy marries Joel's wife.
Scoops Joel's wife up. Yes.
There it is. Okay.
Wait, can we see her before the end of the episode? Can you call her into the room?
Oh my God.
I don't even know where she's at, to be honest. Yeah. Nope. I can't. How about that?
I hate you
I'm gonna
guys.
default to Chase.
All right. It's currently writing the story.
So you
Give me
can
a
just
second.
ask it to tell you a story.
Yeah,
and
man.
you put in,
If you want to talk
Okay.
later, I do lots of stuff with AI. I'll happily tell you everything you want to know
law
about it.
school, they are like, you better not even look at ChatGPT.
That's
You
really
know.
stupid. They should. Well, never mind. I'm not going to go into this right now.
But like they want us to learn. But like
Well, yeah, you should learn, but you should also learn how to use the tools that are going to make your job much easier, which one of the things
For
that
sure.
AI does is help you look through law. But anyway, all right, guys, I got the story. Are we ready?
Here we go.
Joel was a seasoned lawyer at a prestigious law firm, admired for his sharp mind and eloquence. However, his life was far from perfect. Engulfed in the pressure of maintaining his image, he began cutting corners, leading to a series of malpractice cases. His unethical decisions eventually caught up with him, tarnishing his once stellar reputation. Amidst the chaos, Joel found solace in an affair with a young intern, Emma. She was captivated by his charisma and knowledge, blissfully unaware of his crumbling professional life. They managed to keep their relationship a secret until whispers and rumors started circulating within the office. Meanwhile, Troy, Joel's longtime friend and colleague, started spending more time with Joel's wife, Sarah. She was devastated by Joel's negligence and betrayal, and Troy became her pillar of strength. As Joel continued to spiral out of control, Troy and Sarah's friendship blossomed into something more. One day, the truth about Joel's affair and malpractice came crashing down. He lost his job, his reputation, and his family. Sarah, having found a genuine connection with Troy, decided to leave Joel and start anew. Joel was left to reflect on the wreckage of his choices, realizing too late in the magnitude of his mistakes. Troy and Sarah, on the other hand, found happiness and trust in each other, vowing to cherish the love that grew from the ashes of Joel's deceit.
This is such a true story.
In the end, Joel's life
Fascinating.
served as a poignant reminder of the consequences of living a life unmoored by ethics and integrity.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, thanks for
Plausible.
gifting me your wife, Joel. That was nice of you.
How do you feel about that, Joel?
Sarah's fantastic.
Sarah's fantastic. You're a
I
lucky
love it.
man. Oh my
Don't go
God.
anywhere, Joel. We're gonna chit chat in the back room.
Yeah,
So
give us
don't
a-
leave us quite yet.
Hold on, Chase.
Got it.
We need
What?
something positive.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? Just one small positive thought in the morning can actually set the tone for the entire day. So make sure you set your days with a positive tone. And Patrick and I have talked about this, and so have Troy and I, but something I challenge myself anytime I have the opportunity to, whether I'm at Starbucks in the morning or just out and about in town.
With his
Say something
girlfriend.
nice to someone, so just a stranger you don't know, compliment them. So just hold the door, do something nice. I try to do that every day because you never know what they're going through, and just maybe that small gesture could change their thought process or their thought process or their path for that day.
Let me warn you though, real quick, peoples, that when you hold the door, you're nice to strangers and then not to your wife. You get told about how you're nice to strangers and not your wife. And so therefore your day ends up not positive whatsoever.
That's fair. Thank you.
All right, that was the pro tip from Troy.
Intervening.
Yeah.
Pro tips from Troy. All right, guys. On that note, we're gonna end here. Thank you everyone for sticking around and watching. Joel, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us for a little bit. Everyone in the chat, like I said, thank you so much. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff so that we get more popular and we can share our nonsense with more people. With that, I love all of y'all. Thank y'all again. And we'll see you in a week.
See you guys.
Later.